Yeah. So what is the impact of liver health? So let's say what's the connection between fat storage or fat metabolism and liver? For example, you are having food that contains fat, that also contains other things like sugar and other things. So everything liver
Yeah.
is occupied. Whenever you are having food, liver is occupied to break down to help you to break down food and absorb the nutrition. Now, if liver is occupied too much and you have excess fat in your food,
సాయంత్రానికి
cannot
అంటే ఇప్పుడు
break
మీరికైనా
down that fat
కొన్ని
because
వేసుకోవచ్చు
liver is
అవుతున్నది
occupied, right?
వేసుకొని
Liver is stressed
వేసుకోండి.
out.
ఏం
So
లేవు
in that
పోపులు
case,
మరి.
fat storage could be
ఇప్పుడు
possible. If you have
మరి
excess fat in your
ఉట్టన్నం
body,
తిరుగుతుంది.
then
Hi
also
Jay, just interrupting you.
liver will not be available to break down the fat, right? So that's the most important connection because liver is the main organ when it comes to metabolizing any type of food. Let's say for primarily fat, whether it is dietary or whether it is your body fat, right? So what we learn here? So how liver is metabolizing food, how it is helping, how liver is helping in fat loss, what lifestyle can impact liver health, impact negatively on liver health, and how can we reverse that sustainably so that our liver becomes healthy for a long term. And also, if you have excess fat in your body, you can lose it. So let's see. See, whenever we have food, glucose and lipid, these both things are the main important things basically the liver will regulate. Whenever something is more, liver will basically send you a signal. And whenever something is more, liver will be occupied to metabolize that. Or you can say it will be overloaded. For example, I am just giving you one example. Fruits contain fructose, right? So fructose is not a direct form of sugar. So whenever fructose, you are having fructose, lot of fructose, it directly goes to liver to metabolize. And it is very hard also. You know, sometimes people will have problems in having jackfruit or let's say mango. If you eat, let's say 5, 10 mangoes, some people will be there who will be having cramps in their belly. Jackfruit also. So there are some things, so there are some people who have these problems. For them, the liver is actually stressed and they find it difficult to, break down this fructose. And in case they have fat in their body, what happens is liver cannot metabolize that fat if you have body fat. So whenever you are having sugar, it will also be stored as fat. So I'll also explain how it happens. So what do we eat? Let's say whenever you are having food, so it consists of two type of nutrition. One we call it macro, another we call it micro. So micro means macro we can see in front, like vegetables, fat, protein, oils, right? We can see this. And in terms of micro, if we see, so this we cannot see in our own eyes. They're also needed very little in our body. For example, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytochemicals. Macronutrition will be fiber, fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Now, everything metabolizing all this, it needs liver support first. And also, liver as an internal organ, it will need a lot of micronutrition so that it can work efficiently. So if I ask you, what will happen if your food contain lot of glucose or let's say lot of fruits, or let's say if it is very high in fat or it lacks certain type of nutrition. Let's say you are having only rice and dal, nothing else. So it lacks certain nutrition in terms of vitamins, phytonutrition, minerals, right? So from where liver will get this and what will happen? So let's consider the first one. What if glucose is excess in food? So the food type of food we are eating, if you can just see, uh, in the morning, most of us are having, let's say, puri, or let's say idli, dosa, or let's say some types of rice in southern areas. Okay. Or let's say if you are going for English breakfast, you are having juice, you are having cornflakes, you are having, let's say, these breads, different type of breads. So what are these? They're primarily made of carbs. They're also made of fibers, but if you see the source, it is actually stripped of all the fibers. That's why you call it a refined grains, right? It is made from refined grains. So what happens if your food, the percentage of glucose is more, the fiber is less, or the other things they're less? What happens? So insulin secretion will be done by pancreas. What is insulin? It is just a hormone. It carries the food. Whenever you're having something, it carries the glucose from your stomach, basically, and it will go to the different cells and liver for absorption. But what will happen if you have the food frequently? If you are having carbohydrates frequently, what will happen? The cells are already, full of sugar. They have already have lot of sugar from your previous meals. So they'll show resistance to absorb that nutrition, insulin. Same goes for liver also. So whenever you're having carbohydrate-based foods, sugar is stored in liver as glycogen, right? So what it will happen? It will have to store the sugar somewhere. It cannot excrete everything. So it will store in some uh, tissues which are infinitely, expandable. That is called adipose tissue or fat. So what will happen? Sugar will not directly turn into fat. It gets just deposited. Over a period of time, it will get transformed into fat whenever it is not used. Right? So if you see here, in this point, you have to break the cycle somehow so that the cell becomes sensitive or the liver becomes sensitive to this insulin. Right? Otherwise, what happens? As the most of the food is stored, you will feel tired and hungry. So, did you also feel something like this whenever you are having your afternoon meal? Do you feel sleepy after your afternoon meal? So, whenever you are hungry, you will have food, right? So, check what type of food you are eating, right? So, again, whenever you are having this insulin resistance, we call this situation as insulin resistance, and all of us have that in a certain amount. Probably if you are in a very healthy diet, very good diet, then maybe that percentage is very low. You are breaking this cycle, you are actually making your cell sensitive, right? Now what will happen if this continues? So you'll feel these symptoms, let's say extreme thirst. Let's say in the midnight or at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you are waking up because of your throat is dry. You are feeling to have some water. You are having hunger that time. You are feeling that okay, I have some cramps in my belly. I want some food during 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. You have a bloody vision, especially during your night. Are you feeling fatigued during the afternoon or after food? You feel okay, if I can sleep a little bit, if I can take a nap, it will be fine. Check if you are accumulating your waist, accumulating fat in your waist. Check if you have patches of dark skin in your elbows or in your neck or in your hips, or let's say behind your knees or in your ankles, right? So these things are basically comes whenever you are having a lot of insulin resistance. If you're feeling hungry, if your urination, urge of urination increases during night, whenever you are sleeping. Like, do you wake up when you wake up in your sleep to urinate? Your BP might fluctuate. So what happens due to all this? All these problems can happen in long term. Let's say PCOS, liver stressed out, or let's say fatty liver disease. sclerosis or heart disease, some heartburn, hypertension, constipation. There are a lot of cardiovascular diseases, blood sugar levels, triglyceride and cholesterol imbalances. And if you can see, whatever you do, you are always accumulating central obesity, or the central area is getting fat. So what is the basic necessity of liver? We have to see that liver needs omega-3, uh, plant-based proteins, vitamin E, vitamin C, fibers, vitamin A, and nitrogen. All these things are very basic, bare minimum for the liver to, to perform different functions in our body. And one of the function is fat metabolism. So if it doesn't get the food, will it work highly efficiently? If you are unfit, can you work a lot in your office, or you will feel low energy? You will find food first. The same goes for the liver. So liver doesn't need a lot of carbohydrate based food. What it looks for is this, right? So what happens if lot of work is given to the liver when liver is deprived of this nutrition? So liver becomes stressed. So just like us, if we are not having food, we are having lot of work, we become stressed. So liver is also stressed. And if it goes on for a long time, the liver turns unhealthy. So there is fat accumulation because it is not able to, break down the fat. So around liver, fat is accumulated. Now there is fat accumulation and scarring in the liver, that we call it a NASH, right? Fatty liver, NASH. Up to NASH, if someone is there, it can be reversed. But if it goes to cirrhosis, liver transplantation is the only way. So why liver healing is required? Because I discussed already, it is a primary organ to metabolize fat, right? And deloading, let's say de-stressing liver helps you in long term, because liver is responsible for a lot of activities throughout. It helps our brain function, it helps our thyroid function, pituitary function. Lot of things are dependent on liver. So if we can deload and de-stress it, it will help. So whenever you heal it, it will work in more efficiency. If you are fatty, your fat will automatically go if you can heal the liver. So that's the primary secret of fat loss. Whenever you are trying to lose fat and let's say you are failing, focus on your liver first. Focus on your gut health first. Other things will come all in the way, right? So what is the support needed for the liver whenever it is stressed? So from the food point of view, let's say we can go for berries, tomatoes for lycopene, berries for a lot of phytonutrition, cruciferous vegetables. These four things, there are actually more. These are very commonly available cruciferous vegetables. They're very, very good for liver. Liver loves the fatty fish and egg yolks specifically. It's not about the amount of fat you are eating, it's about the quality of fat you are having. It loves apple cider vinegar, or it loves organic ghee, not the market ghee, which is adulterated with dalda. It's like organic ghee. It's not you have to eat a lot, it's like it little but very good quality. And check if you can remove trans fat and lot of carbohydrates in form of sugar from your diet. So liver will be stressed, like it will be very much less stressed. So what will happen in the long run? It can work on your body fat. So the idea is to de-stress the liver so that it can work on your body fat. Citrus fruits and carotene rich foods, let's say orange things, carrot, then the fruits which are citrus, vitamin C. So all these things are very important for liver. Now, another thing, a Himalayan flower that is called milk thistle. This will do not get in food. Some way or other you have to supplement it. So this is extremely helpful for liver in the long run. It is an antioxidant. It actually protects your liver. All right. So what else? What else can we do? Let's say showed you one cycle of insulin resistance, right? How can we break that cycle? Let's say there is lot of energy or glycogen stored in your liver or in the muscle. Can you work out? Can you work out and basically lose that energy? Basically utilize that energy? Can we manage our stress through meditation and pre-planning whatever is occurring in our day to day? Can we manage our alcohol intake? Can we stop intermittent eating? Whenever we eat, the internal system, they will find that, okay, food again came. It's like you are sitting and working here, and sometimes something is coming at your door again and again. How will you feel? So liver also feels the same way, right? So you need to limit those things. And whenever that cycle is broken for you, then basically you will feel the level of energy you are getting in your lifestyle. So all starts with the gut health and liver health. So how are we helping? We have courses in healthy weight loss. If you think that you are out of BMI range and you have a lot of fat, there is a liver detox program. We are helping a lot of people from all over the world. And there is also a fatty liver reversal program. Through that also we are helping. So that's all for today. I would like to take up some questions. So do you have any questions? You can unmute and talk also.
I have one question. So, like, is curcumin intake, like, having turmeric in the morning, is it good for liver? Like, is it recommended? Hello, can you hear me?
You can also chat if you want.
Hello, Deepan. Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello. Hi, follow me. I can hear you. I think so. Deepan can't
So thank
hear
you
you. Just a
everyone
minute.
for
Let me
joining. So
just a minute.
may I know who
Let
is
me.
yes? Can you please write your name, or you can also unmute? So wonderful to see you everyone. So can you everyone just turn on your video so that I can take a snap? It is happy to see everyone joining this.
Hi, there. Can you hear us? Hi. Hello. Hello.
Hi, thank you,
Hello.
Prep
Hello.
Shape. So
Hello. 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 Can you hear me, Deepan? Hello.
hello. Just a moment.
Hello, Doivanda. People have a lot of questions. If you audible, then that will be better for them. Hello.
Yes, Kamakha. So what do you have any question?
No, I have no question, but people have a lot of questions. Actually, could not
Oh, okay,
hear
okay.
them.
Hi,
So
follow
Yeah,
me. You
sorry,
can
I
go
had
ahead.
a, I
chat
think audio problem in between, so I could not hear you maybe. Yeah, sorry for that. Yes, you can ask.
Hi,
Okay,
follow
can
me.
you hear
Can
us
you?
now, Dilbar?
Yes, follow me.
Yeah. So I was asking, like, I have the same, like, non-alcoholic fatty liver. So like, is curcumin intake, like, having turmeric in the morning, is that recommended?
See, in our Indian food, turmeric is a very integral part, right? Whenever you are having food, turmeric is going into your body, right? So that's a very important, like very basic ingredient, right? That liver needs, but that is not the only thing.
Okay.
So if I can go back in my presentation, you will see there are a lot of other things you will need. Let me just share my screen again.
Yeah. So actually, I am also on keto diet. Daipan.
Okay.
I
Okay.
am.
I never mentioned of keto anywhere here. So keto might help, but are you able to give all the nutrition that your liver needs?
So one thing, like, I don't like fish. So although I'm a Bengali, I don't like fish. So that is something I think I am depriving my liver of. So in that case, should I take like this omega-3 fatty acid or cod liver oil kind of capsules?
Yes, you can take that, but maybe if you really need help, then I can help you one to one what to take and what not to take. Whenever you are taking something from outside, the problem is there might be a lot of toxins involved. And in our body, uh, fat is the store, most of the toxins are fat soluble. So in the fat, the toxins will get trapped. And also in case of liver, have you heard like liver is the most important detoxifying organ of our body? So it takes a lot of toxins on its side so that it can detoxify the whole body. So whenever you are having something from outside, so make sure it's of good quality, very good quality.
Okay, okay.
So that's very important. So whenever you are having, let's say, uh, for example, cauliflower. So there are a lot of pesticides given in cauliflower, right? So
Mhm.
if we are having it more, we need to really clean it properly. Okay, fish, or let's say external nutrition if you are taking. So where it is coming from, where it is sourced from. Sea fish actually is now polluted. Most of the sea fish is polluted, and a lot of pollutants and toxins are there. So you need to see what source it is coming from. So you are telling about omega-3 supplementation, right? So you need to really check that. For example, ghee. Now the ghee that is available in market, that also contains omega-3, good omega-3, but only if it
Okay.
is A2 ghee. So there are two classes of ghee in the market. One is A1, one is A2. It is based on the underlying protein structure. Okay. So in a simpler way, basically there are certain cow varieties like Gir and some other are there. They will produce milk that is organic, and the ghee from them, that is A2 ghee. That is very good for our body.
Okay, okay.
So I'm just giving
Got
you
it.
an example, all these things. So
Mm.
are you guided by anyone like in your diet and in this thing?
Yes, actually, yeah, I have been consulting Dr. Parikshit Bhattacharya. He's a nutritionist from Healthy RX. So he's a nutritionist based in Kolkata and Bangalore both. So I was like, having my diet as has been prescribed by him. So,
Yeah.
but fatty liver, yeah, that's why, like Mustaq has been my ex-colleague. So I know Mustaq for since a long time. So
Okay.
definitely that is a point of like interest for me because even I have mild fatty liver.
Okay.
Yeah.
No issues. So I am not aware about that doctor, but he might be guiding you in the right way. Like, by the way, in the meantime, did you get any benefits in terms of your?
Yeah, weight loss I got. Weight loss, like, in the first month itself, I lost, 5 kg. Okay, so
Okay.
thereafter I lost 2 kg more, but then after that it stopped. I did not like I was not overweight, like like obese. I was definitely overweight, but not obese. But five, yeah, after 7 kg weight loss, it stopped. It has remained stagnant at that.
Okay.
So, but definitely, like, Dr. Parikshit asked me to follow strict keto diet, wherein like he had asked me to even make my own bread using almond flour and have like, not even the market wheat and maida. Like he has had prescribed a different kind of wheat and everything. But it's not every time it's not possible. Like, in a, like in a
Yeah, so
family,
nothing to worry. You just ask him how to, many people are doing this, so how to go through these challenges. Nothing to worry.
yeah, yeah.
Later part of the time, if you need any help, you can ask Mustaq, and
Sure, sure.
I can connect with you to help. Nothing to worry.
Okay, Daipan, that would be insightful. Thank you so much.
Any
Yeah.
questions anyone will have?
I have a questions. I have
Yeah.
question myself because So there are three categories of sugar, right? We have sucrose, glucose, and fructose. Out of which the fructose go directly to the liver for processing, right? That's where the liver becomes heavily loaded if you have fruits which have high quantity of fructose. What about your glucose and sucrose? How does the liver works in that area?
Okay, so that's a different thing again. So if we go
Okay.
to, let's say, insulin resistance, so what happens is whenever you are having high glucose foods, for example, carbs, different type of carbohydrates, they break down into glucose, right? So what happens is this insulin secretion will increase, and basically it will ultimately help to store fat, store that extra sugar in the fat cells. And in that case also, liver will not be able to take up the sugar, right? So that is the thing that happens. In case of glucose, it doesn't need liver's help to break down. Okay, it just want to go to the cell. That's all. And if the cell doesn't accept, where it will go? It will go to the fat cells. So anyway, fat gets increased. So that is another way. So I think I have to understand this one, right, Masta?
Yes, Doi. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So anyone else have question? Any question do you have? Okay, cool then. So we'll stop here and have a great Sunday. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.